Lakers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Coming in off the road, the Pistons are back in Detroit for this game. 16 games off the lead. They may not be championship contenders, but a dangerous team.
And it's the last time they'll see these guys. A 2-game season series, and after losing that first one, I'd expect them to play with a little extra added motivation.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, they want this win bad. Trust me, whenever you're playing a team 4 times or just twice, you never want to get swept.
And now the Lakers starting group. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. And it's McGee in at the 5 spot.
And the Lakers a few years ago were at the bottom of the league. Their rebuild didn't take long at all. Smart trades and good draft picks have been the trademark of this franchise turnaround.
Now James, after the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Kuzma against Griffin. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Rondo kicks to James. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. The tray. It's Drummond with the rebound. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Detroit. On the wing, Brown. Covered by LeBron. Outside, Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. McGee with the block. And now here's Rondo, the fast break opportunity. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Good on the 3-point shot. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the middle. Here's Brown. Great D that time from LeBron.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
And Blake Griffin said early in his career he used to rely on his athleticism to get by. He said the problem was every season he'd be worn out by February. So diversifying his offensive game has helped him to kind of withstand the rigors of a long NBA season.
First free throw is good. And, Greg, you look at a lot of the volume dunkers over the years. Their bodies often wear down. You think of Amari Stoudemire, Antonio McDyess, even Dwight Howard.
Yeah, I think Griffin could see the writing on the wall. He used to get over 200 dunks in a season. Now, less than half that number. But the trade-off, hopefully, will be longevity and an increased skill set.
Griffin hits them both.
And when Griffin is healthy, he's an effective player, a double-double threat who's tough to match up against.
Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to James. Over Brown. James, no good. Pistons trailed by 3. Outside Jackson. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Warriors. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, there's the Lakers. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And I think for the Lakers, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
They have their work cut out in the offseason. The status quo isn't going to cut it. There has to be an overhaul.
And there were a lot of hidden gems, Chris, in that 2017 draft, and Kyle Kuzma is right at the top of the list.
Well, Kuzma was taken with the 27th overall pick, but he looks like a top 5 pick if you ask me. He probably was dissed for being a 3-year player at Utah, but that time in college allowed him to hone his skill set. I mean, he came into the league with a wide variety of very polished moves.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, and for being the 27th pick in the 2017 draft, Kuzma has made his mark early, already surpassed expectations.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, Chris, right around this time of year, these teams are trying to maneuver around the injuries they're being afflicted with. That's a tricky dance sometimes for these teams.
Oh, man, it's such a tricky dance, especially for the coach. How do you get your player rest? Is a player injured or hurt? How do you separate or define that? Because you never want a guy to play injured. And the length of the season, Kevin, it takes such a big toll. But that's what's so fair at the end of the season. Everybody's tired. Everybody's injured. Everybody must adjust. That's what makes the playoffs special. That's the wild card thrown in. Fatigue and injury, and how can you handle and adjust to that?
Great answer.
He lives for these type of battles on the boards. It doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
Rondo against Brown. Rondo, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for Detroit. It's a 3-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
Now here's Brown. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Brown with it. James covering. Ellington kicks to Jackson. Griffin, no one around him. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Well, sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Toronto.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And it's Brown missing. Lakers leading by 3. Down low. Outside for Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebound Andre Drummond. Detroit's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Andre Drummond. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
And how about a look now at the top rebounding small forwards in the NBA during the past month? Fourth, LeBron James.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
Well, yeah, one word you always hear used to describe these guys, Greg, is active. They don't leave it to the bigs to do the rebounding. They get in there and they do it themselves.
Now here's Ellington. 11 points last game. Down low, covered by LeBron. Drummond finds Griffin, launches it. It's good from long range. Griffin's got 7.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
Now here's LeBron. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And again, the Lakers no good. Detroit's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Outside Jackson. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
And the technical free throw is good. The Pistons making a change here. Kennard's checked in. McGee against Drummond. On the wing, Jackson. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And a wide open look for James. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Kennard. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Kuzma, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You played, C-Web, for a number of different teams. How did you personally measure an organization's quality?
It starts at the top. It's the commitment to winning. It's the little things, caring for players, everyone else there on the staff as people first. And then also setting the tone, letting people know that we're a winning organization. You know, I've been to some organization, and the word winning has never come up from the top brass, if you could believe it or not. So you know who wants to win. You see the intensity on the owner's face. You see the intensity on everyone's face as well. And you can tell by that passion whose foxhole you're in.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Pachulia, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. And Robinson III comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Ish Smith in for Jackson.
Well, and for the Pistons, their second season in the new downtown arena. I mean, all 4 of the city's major sports teams now play within a few blocks of one another. Something seen nowhere else in the country. Very special for Detroit.
Now here's Griffin. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami. Robinson for 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And despite their new arena, attendance numbers for Pistons games could be better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to have a winning record. Also, you have to make sure that you honor those of the past. When they opened the arena, can you believe that they did not bring the Bad Boys there or the Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton Pistons there to hang up their jerseys? You have to have a connection with the city. I mean, even in the arena, there's no signage as a Pistons. It is a hockey arena, so hopefully that will change, but you have to win first. And, you know, the city of Detroit is on a great rebound. I love seeing what we're doing.
Here's James. Doesn't go that time. And it's Detroit the other way. The Lakers beat them last time when these 2 teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Now here's Griffin. 7 points in the game. Robinson for three. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. And it's a 10-point Piston lead. Los Angeles is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Lakers call time here. One thing Blake Griffin's teammates, Chris, talk about is the leadership he brings the team.
This is a role he's comfortable in. A 5-time All-Star. He's a hard worker, mature. And that's something every team needs.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Muscala, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Hart subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers have possession. Trailing by 10. Yep, it counts.
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
Smith the pass to Robinson. Here's Kennard. He's guarded by Bullock.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Pass to Wagner. There's the three. Kennard with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for LeBron James. Averaging about 27 points a game, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
The first free throw is good. Chris, you had a lengthy NBA career. From what you observed, talk about the differences in how various coaches hold practices and try to teach.
You just want to keep guys motivated. You want guys to listen and then execute. And whatever you can do to get their ear, gain their trust, and then get them to go out there and execute. So if you're on a veteran team, you may have a smaller practice but with more intensity, meaning maybe you only practice an hour of live work going back and forth and scrimmaging, whereas if you're a young team, you might be able to expect 2 hours of scrimmaging every day. Do the players understand the culture? Do they understand the tenets of the offense and the defense? And usually coaches coach by that need and necessity of the team as opposed to just having one structure. And so in Washington, we had 3-a-days during training camp, as opposed to in Sacramento later in my career. It would be one practice because we're all old. We need to make sure that we get the most intensity out of this practice and then save our legs for the game.
And the first one drops. And C-Web, so many talk about the 2001 Lakers and how they might be one of the greatest teams to ever play. You saw their talent firsthand. What do you think?
I think they had Kevin, a Hall of Fame coach, 2 of the greatest players to ever play the game is Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. And right there, that 15-1 in the playoffs, that's the gold standard. I mean, Kobe and Shaq were very motivated that year, and I think they're in the conversation for best team ever.
Robinson, that's good.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Now, here's Bullock. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Right wing, here's Wagner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
Kennard kicks to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Smith right side. Pachulia. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
I mean, frustrating when missed free throws become contagious. Really the Achilles heel in that one.
Yeah, it's sad when you're aggressive enough to draw the fouls, but just not enough touch to cash in at the line.
Now, here's Stevenson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Robinson finds Smith. Right side, Griffin. Got a piece of it. Back to Smith. There's the three. Here's Pachulia. Can't hit that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Dwayne Casey. This is their second meeting with this team. The first one didn't go as well as they'd like, so this time around, they're going to try to close the lane off, push drivers and slashers as far away from the basket as possible. We'll see how that goes, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here is Smith. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Kennard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Thon Maker's checked in for Detroit. Langston Galloway comes in for Ish Smith. .29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Sinks the three-pointer.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
We can see what their plan of attack is going to be tonight. Let the three-pointers fly. It's working so far.
Now, here's Bullock. No points in the game yet for him. Wagner can't hit. The pass to Galloway. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. And that one is good.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Pistons lead by 13. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. One of the most dominant big men in the league, Andre Drummond, says he's learned how to be a leader on this team.
Watching previous guys who've led this team and did the things that they did, I write that kind of stuff in the back of my head and just say, this is something I need to do this. Or if I see something I didn't like, this is something I probably will stay away from. And I think now that I'm in a role where I could kind of lead this team, I kind of have the blueprint on what I need to do to make this team successful.
And, Greg, with Blake Griffin, he's got somebody to take some of that leadership role alongside him.
And those two will be pivotal in deciding just how good this team can be.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Pistons have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
Oh! Come on. Did you see that? Did you see that? An artist in the air. I mean, the elevation, the hang time, the strength of Griffin. It's amazing.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Back to Hart. Passes it to Wagner. Beyond the arc. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
A player with this length and his touch from three-point range, I mean, that's just a great asset to have.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Griffin kicks to Maker. And a miss there on the triple. Lakers trail by 12. Stevenson outside. Pass to Muscala. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Robinson. The dish now to Galloway. Outside Griffin. Galloway, the pass to Griffin. Misses the three.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
Puts up a three, and another three for the Lakers.
Now, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Bullock. Here's Galloway. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Maker. Lets it go with a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Maker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
To the inside. Pass to Bullock. Lets it go from deep. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Galloway kicks to Maker. Here's Kennard. He has 5. Oh, that's blocked. Stevenson against Robinson. Stevenson passes to Hart. And there's the pass to Wagner. Off target with his 3.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Galloway. A rebound by the Lakers.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Here's Stevenson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Here's Kennard. Nailed from three-point land. Kennard's got 8 points.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, I don't think the Pistons tried to make Andre Drummond the offensive focal point. I think Andre Drummond doesn't need his name called to have plays, and he rebounds and scores that way, but you need a different type of offense. The Pistons were terrible in half-court execution, and they didn't get out and run as well. You kind of wondered at times last season what were they doing, what was their strategy. But now with Blake Griffin arriving, there's no question who's the top dog now.
So for the Pistons, Drummond's checked in for Griffin, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Glenn Robinson III. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jackson against Rondo. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And that Griffin-Drummond pairing, not unlike the Lob City front court of Griffin and DeAndre Jordan in Los Angeles.
But think about Griffin's passing, and the oops he used to throw to Jordan. Well, he can definitely throw those to Drummond, who can go up and get it and is a rebounder the same way. As a big fella, I loved having another big fella in there that I could play with, switch defensively with, communicate with, change the game with, and Griffin is becoming more comfortable as a perimeter shooter, and his passing above all. That enables him to function alongside another interior big like Drummond.
Lakers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Brown is checked in for the Pistons.
One shot.
Free throw good, LeBron.
The agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
Jackson dishes to Drummond. Outside Jackson. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Moves back up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got 5 rebounds tonight.
James is such a powerful player. Amazing at how he draws contact on the way up.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Two shots.
No good on the free throw. C-Webb, the Pistons from 2003 to 2008 with 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals and 1 title. But in the decades since, only 2 playoff appearances and 0 playoff wins.
Well, yeah, think about it. The 2004 title team was led by Joe Dumars, who won championships back-to-back with the Pistons. You need that type of lineage. Think about Boston, Danny Ainge. Think about the Lakers with Magic Johnson. Well, the Pistons need that type of consistency. They need a leader. The Pistons, once again, hoping to find that magic and chemistry.
Here's Jackson. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 10.
Now, whenever Jackson is driving, the D is nervous. He is just brilliant at completing his drive to the rack.
James finds Rondo. James against Brown. And he drops it in from the low post. 6 points for LeBron.
He's just super efficient when he's close to the rim. James is like a master at knowing which way to take it.
And here's Jackson. His last outing, he had 8 points. It's tipped. Caldwell Pope outside. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Look, Caldwell Pope, Kevin, he's one of the better 3 and D wings in this league. He's very active with his hands. And on defense, you know he's always going to get a handful of steals, but he's not the most efficient scorer. But he's solid from deep.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first one falls. And with Caldwell Pope, as good as he is, he can be inconsistent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like any player, he's going to have his good nights and bad nights. It's just with KCP, the bad nights sometimes really stick out. It all averages out in the end with him, but sometimes you'll think he's a star. And other nights you'll wonder, what is he doing?
And Ellington's checked in for Langston Galloway.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Drummond kicks to Jackson. Again, the miss by Jackson.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Rondo with the ball. Jackson on him. And it's McGee with the jam.
Yeah, Rondo just knows how to wheel and deal. Has that exceptional feel for when one of his guys is open.
Drummond passes to Ellington. And here is Maker. Back to Ellington. Now Drummond. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
The catch and shoot, Jay, is lethal when used correctly. Easy to see why Jackson likes it so much.
Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from LeBron.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here's Jackson. The offensive rebound. Count it. Drummond's got his second basket of the game.
Wow, Drummond is one of the top rebounders in the game. You have to put a body on him, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, just to prevent him from coming away with a second chance opportunity.
Rondo kicks to Caldwell Pope. Inside. And Maker sends it back. Ellington inside the three-point line. A putback, and Drummond is right there. And now it's a 9-point Piston lead.
What an effort by Drummond, never giving up on the offensive glass and coming through with a big-time rim rock.
James finds Rondo. Kuzma with it. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebounded by the Pistons. Maker's got 4 rebounds in this game.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Pachulia, he's checked in for the Pistons. Lakers trail by 9. James looking it over. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. Ish Smith, he's checked in for Jackson.
One shot.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Detroit leading by 6. Smith kicks to Pachulia. The Pistons working the ball around now. Drummond working against McGee. For 3, Ellington. Here's Drummond. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Sometimes all you have to do is dump the ball down to Drummond and get out of the way. He'll take care of the rest, utilizing his massive frame so well.
Passes to LeBron. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Andre Drummond in his mid-20s. He's led the league in rebounding 3 consecutive seasons. And Greg, last season was his best one yet.
Really, I think, established himself as a franchise player for the Pistons. They'll go as far as he can take them. At the same time, though, I think the acquisition of Blake Griffin will only help to mature his game.
What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. LeBron James second.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Lakers. Detroit shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The free throw drops for Smith.
You know, Kevin, the resiliency of Smith is something you have to admire. He's bounced around the league, but has finally become a valued rotation player.
Both free throws good from Smith. Now here's Rondo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Brown against Caldwell Pope. James, no good.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
The shot's good from Ellington. And the Pistons lead by 10.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Inside, here's Caldwell Pope. No good that time. And the Pistons now going the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Brown kicks to Smith. Down low, here's Drummond. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. No good on that one. Well, C-Web, Andre Drummond, the 9th pick in 2012. Some teams had questions about his competitive spirit. Thought he was a little too passive with UConn.
His off-the-court personality might have fed into that. I heard he's a big teddy bear, but that hasn't stopped him from beasting on the court here in the association.
And Detroit has possession. 10-point lead. Smith dishes to Drummond. Here's Pachulia. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ellington kicks to Smith. Shot clock at 5. Tipped away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Rajon Rondo. Really been a key contributor over the past month. 6th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. James outside. Caldwell Pope left side. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 3rd assist on the night. Detroit leading by 7. Smith kicks to Ellington. The Pistons working the ball around now. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. LeBron against Brown. Outside for Rondo. He feeds it to James. Great pass to set up the lay-in. James has got 15 points.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Pachulia the pass to Smith. Drummond up top, guarded by McGee. Pass to Brown. Detroit needs to get off his shot. Smith, no luck. Lakers trail by 5. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Rondo, and the layup's good off the glass. Rondo's got his first bucket of the night.
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size differential.
Well, he has the ability to make some subtle adjustments. I mean, just create just enough space to get your shot off.
Smith kicks to Drummond. Shoots over McGee. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Detroit leading by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks. Tight game tonight, Dwayne. How do you break this thing open in the second half?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Case, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
They played some solid team basketball, Ernie. Pretty good. They were sharing the ball. We saw some nice feeds, a lot of movement. It wasn't 5 individuals out there. It was one cohesive unit, and they got the assist to show for it. Their rhythm was nice.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And welcome back to the Motor City with a look at the Renaissance Center, which dominates the skyline in downtown Detroit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The big men are Griffin and Drummond. Jackson is out there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Lakers trail by 3. Feeds to LeBron. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's Jackson. He kicks to Drummond, to the paint. Here's Griffin. He's off on that one. Good D by Rondo. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road.
Hey, get LeBron, get LeBron.
To the inside, and the slam dunk by McGee.
James is impossible to guard in the screen and roll. He's a master at slicing the D apart with his scoring, penetrating, jump shooting, passing. Should I go on?
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
0 for 3 now since halftime. Taking them a little while to find their rhythm.
Out to Kuzma. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
The Pistons trailing. Now Griffin. He's got 9. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. The second half of the season has seen a ton of assists from this group of players who are the top passers since the All-Star break. LeBron James, number 1.
Wow, he's taken his passing to a whole new level. His court awareness has really improved as we've gotten deeper into the season.
The first free throw is good. Griffin hits them both. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to LeBron. Back to Rondo. The three. It's hauled in by Brown. The Pistons leading. Jackson in the corner. Again, the miss by the Pistons. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. James, the pass to Kuzma. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Brown against James. In the corner, it's Griffin. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
The Pistons have gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Brown feeling it out a bit. And the rejection by LeBron.
Love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist. You better check your rear view when you're driving to the hole.
Caldwell Pope finds James. McGee with it. The pass to Kuzma. Los Angeles with another miss. Now here's Ellington. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Ellington with it. The tray. Good on the triple. Ellington's got 6.
Hey, look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Rondo kicks to James. And they double up LeBron. And stolen by Ellington. Passes it to Brown. From deep. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside for Rondo. Offensive rebound. LeBron passes to Kuzma. The shot, no good. Detroit leading by 4. Pass to Griffin. Jackson in the corner. Back to Brown. Here's Griffin. Sinks the three-pointer. Griffin's got 5 points in the quarter.
The offensive arsenal of Griffin, so dangerous, especially when it seems he can't miss from anywhere.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
For the Pistons, Robinson's checked in for Brown. Luke Kennard comes in for Wayne Ellington. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Jackson. The Lakers also making some changes. Muscala, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Stevenson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Josh Hart in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rondo kicks to James. Stevenson outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And now just a 1-point Detroit lead. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. Galloway finds Robinson. Here's Griffin. Shoots it up. And he knocks down the jumper. Griffin's got 16.
The timing, the execution. I mean, that's outstanding initiative from Griffin on these catch-and-shoot jumpers.
Stevenson outside. No good on that one. And the Pistons now going the other way. Outside Robinson. Griffin. The shot. No good. Rondo with some nice D. Hart kicks to Muscala. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Jackson.
And every time he's pulled up from deep and let it fly, it's found a way to catch iron. Not sure if it is something with his release or the defense is bothering him on his threes, but I would expect him to attack the rim a bit just to kind of mix things up.
Ball's knocked loose. And now the fast break. Rondo with the ball. Pulls up. Stevenson can't hit. Pistons leading by 3. Robinson kicks to Kennard. Pass to Galloway. To the middle. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Griffin. He's really producing here second half of the season. Putting up about 18 points per, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Just 2 to shoot. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
He hasn't been very precise at all this quarter.
Here's Hart. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Muscala. And the Lakers turn it over again. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Sunday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Galloway taking his time here. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Griffin. Buries the long-range jumper. Griffin's got 10 points in just the second half.
Something lit a fire under him this quarter. Their lead's safe as long as he's on the floor.
Stevenson against Robinson. There's the pass to Wagner. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. To the left side wing. Deep 2 from Robinson. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Lakers trail by 8. Passes to James. Here's Wagner, defended by Griffin. Hart the pass to Stevenson. Releases. The putback. They shoot again. Muscala gets the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Galloway kicks to Robinson. He dishes it to Griffin. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pistons, Pachulia comes in for Thon Maker. And it's Ish Smith in for Langston Galloway. And the Lakers also making a change. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Lakers trail by 6. Hart the pass to James. Pass to Wagner. Back to James. Tries from 10. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. Wagner passes to Muscala. Kicks it to Bullock. Lakers passing it around. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, Kevin, you know, it's so many advantages you gain from being LeBron's teammate. I mean, first of all, you're going to be wide open because everybody's going to be trying to double-team LeBron. I mean, you just got to be ready.
For Los Angeles, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And the free throw, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the paint. On the left block, and that one's good. Griffin's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Wow, what a sensational quarter from him. And as long as they have this lead, I'd keep going to him again and again and again and again.
Pachulia with the steal. Smith on the wing. Over Hart. And that one hits back iron.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really it had the same effect.
And Muscala kicks to Bullock. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wagner offline with his 3.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Smith dishes to Griffin. Robinson. It's good on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 8.
They've leaned on him tonight, and he's delivered with some great shooting.
Hart the pass to Bullock. Griffin with some nice D.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Kennard kicks to Smith. Off target with his 3.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Robinson against LeBron. Here's Bullock. And the Lakers with another miss. Pistons leading by 8. Smith outside. Right wing. Back to Robinson. Griffin finds Smith. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Bullock with it, working on Smith. LeBron outside, pass to Hart. Got a piece of it. And here we go, the Pistons fast break. Smith with the ball. Outside Griffin. And Robinson wide open, he shoots. And it's off from three-point range. The third quarter comes to a close. Pistons lead by 8. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Solid defense wins this game right here. All right, getting stops and take whatever offense gives us. Keep moving the basketball. Solid.
Well, just taking things one, step at a time, Greg, imploring his guys to be smart with the ball.
A sound strategy. Dwayne Casey proving what a great communicator he is.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Kyle Kuzma. Wagner out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the point. Jackson against Caldwell Pope. Jackson kicks to Griffin. No good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Bullock passes to McGee, out to Kuzma. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
An outstanding three-point shooter. Kuzma is a prototype stretch four. That makes him very valuable.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Griffin draws the double. In the corner, it's Robinson. 6 to shoot. Fires from the wing. And good, he nails it. Robinson's got 19 points. Here's Bullock. Still anybody's game at this point.
And no question, this is when you really have to have trust on the floor with each possession.
Caldwell Pope against Jackson, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
I love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
Jackson kicks to Robinson. McGee against Drummond. A rebound by the Lakers. Wagner's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And that one's good. Drummond.
Oh, the perception of Drummond, just reading the defense and firing as soon as he receives the pass.
The pass to Bullock. Back to Caldwell Pope. And here's Bullock. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Jackson. Another shot. Here's Drummond. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Caldwell Pope against Jackson. Now here's Bullock. Here's McGee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
That free throw, no good. The Pistons making a change here. Ellington's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Rondo's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Detroit leading by 3. Jackson kicks to Griffin. McGee with the block. They retain possession. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by McGee. Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Back to Caldwell Pope over Jackson. Here's Kuzma, and it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, and the defensive chops of Drummond really helping this team. He really cleans house with his shot block.
Kuzma's gotten just 1 of 7 of his shots to go. Lobbed up there for Drummond. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. A nice shot by Griffin.
Oh, throughout the years, Griffin has worked a lot on his jumper. Now it's a big part of his game.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Now, here's Bullock, guarded closely. Off the left rim and out. Pistons leading by 5. Outside Griffin. Here's Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Like whenever Jackson uses his speed on the glass, keeping possessions going.
And here's Rondo. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers have possession. Bullock dishes to McGee. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Bullock. Ellington defending. Shot clock at 6. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut back down to 5 points in the make from Bullock. And, well, Detroit shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Jackson kicks to Ellington. To the right side. Outside Jackson. A 3. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Oh, man, you really like seeing Jackson get going from the perimeter. His three-point shot has come a long way.
Rondo against Griffin. Caldwell Pope outside. 5 on the clock. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, the scrawny strength, the skinny strength of Caldwell Pope catches defenders by surprise. So good at getting fouled and still finding a way to bury the shot.
Brown is checked in for Detroit. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers.
Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. He just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
Pistons leading by 5. Jackson kicks to Brown. There's the lob to Brown. Not going to go that time.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Yep, that one goes.
And, you know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
Brown outside. Ellington kicks to Jackson. Back to Ellington. Outside Griffin. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Lakers.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from James. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. It's Drummond, high post. McGee's there. Jackson drives in. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Jackson's got 7 points here in this quarter. Lakers trail by 3. LeBron kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to James. Kuzma against Griffin. Kuzma, that's good.
Awesome at keeping his balance. Sometimes guarding Kuzma is impossible for the defense.
Passes it to Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, easy call.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2. Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he makes the first. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Rondo against Jackson to tie it up. Rondo's shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's Brown missing.
He's got to find better looks, or he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
Griffin with the steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Ellington kicks to Griffin. Buries it from 3-point range. Griffin's got 27 points.
Like to see that kind of range from Griffin. He's got a nice stroke for such a physical player.
Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Kuzma. Jackson against Rondo. Just 4 to shoot. And again, no good by the Lakers. Detroit leading by 5. Left side Jackson. The Lakers with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Good on the bucket. And that's 20 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And the versatility of Caldwell-Pope, not just the scorer from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
With the putback.
And they've got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Rondo finds James. And the dunk by James.
Oh, come on. James has made plenty of these shots during his career. He embraces the pressure.
Pass to Griffin. Jackson against Rondo. Jackson passes to Drummond. No good that time. Great D that time from James. Lots of room. And the shot falls short this time.
Whoa, the D caught a break on that play. I'm sure that is not the plan, leaving him so wide open.
Rondo against Jackson. Elbow shot. Rondo with some nice D.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to Rondo. And he hits it to tie the game up.
He just lives for the moment. Rondo there coming up big time for his team when they need it most.
The pass to Griffin. .157 left in the fourth quarter. And that one drops for him.
Well, when you feed Drummond the rock, you won't be disappointed. Doesn't matter what point of the game it is, he provides for his team.
Rondo kicks to James. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Griffin draws the double. Stolen by McGee. To the middle. And there's another turnover by the Lakers.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Griffin. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. The Lakers trail. Here's Caldwell Pope, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. That's now 22 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Pistons shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Griffin attacking, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, the mobility of the veteran forward, so impressive. Griffin is talented at driving the ball, and putting the defense in a tough spot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. On the wing, James. Back to Rondo to take the lead. Connects from 3-point range.
And this is why Rondo is so special. A proven champion who time and time again comes up big in critical stretches of the game.
Shooting 2.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
And Jackson is not just a terrific shooter, but a fantastic defender as well, using his great speed on both ends.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
He's not about to let those points get away. He knows they're going to need him tonight.
LA has gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. James, it's not going to go for him. The Pistons go the other way with it. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Griffin. Shoots over Kuzma. Count it!
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
And the Lakers call time here. They're behind by 3. There's 39 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. You got to be aggressive and smart. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Griffin. He's looking for Drummond and finds him.
Big moments. You want the ball in your franchise players' hands. Drummond is their backbone.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, you'd love to be able to clear space and get that triple, but you can also do the 2 with a quick foul.
Well, these are some of the toughest decisions. I mean, a good argument could be made for either case.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. James in the post. Brown on him. Rondo passes to Kuzma. He's off from 3. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Here's Rondo. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Two shots.
And no good as the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Blake, very strong game offensively. What gave you the confidence to take over?
I'm just putting in the work, and my teammates honestly believing in me and telling me to be confident at the end of the game. So I owe a lot to them. They came up with big plays. Just everybody working together.
Very good win for you tonight, Blake. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.